Hi, welcome to World Unknown. Today we are going to explain tips and facts about Texas. Come on, let's get started. 51 awesome facts about Texas. 1. Texans are friendly. You can't have a list of facts about Texas and not include the friendliness of the people. It doesn't matter if you are in the small towns of Texas, or the big cities, you will find that the majority of people in Texas are extremely friendly. Don't be surprised when strangers smile at you, wave to you, and simply say hi as you are walking by. To some people, this can be seen as creepy, but to Texans, this is perfectly normal behavior. 2. Friendship is the state motto. As I said, we are friendly people, and the word Texas means friend, so it is only fitting that the state motto is friendship. 3. Dr. Pepper was invented in Texas. Oh, my soda obsession, Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper is one of the oldest, and in my opinion, the most delicious, soda ever invented. Originating in 1885 from a pharmacist at Morrison's Old Corner Drug Store in Waco, Texas, Dr. Pepper is now a Texas icon. The recipe is a secret and is kept in 2 halves in 2 different safety deposit boxes in 2 different Dallas banks. Despite the secrecy of the recipe, you can still enjoy a great Dr. Pepper anytime you want. You can also visit the Dr. Pepper Museum, which is located in Waco, Texas. 4. Six Flags have ruled over Texas. It's true, 6 different flags have actually ruled over Texas. These 6 countries include France, Spain, Mexico, the Republic of Texas, the Confederate States of America, and of course, the United States of America. 5. Six Flags theme park originated in Texas. I am sure after reading about the 6 flags that have ruled over Texas, you put 2 and 2 together and figured this one out on your own. The Six Flags theme park brand actually originated here in Texas and drew its name from the history of the 6 flags that ruled over our great state. Texas businessman, Angus G. Wynn, decided to open his theme park in 1961, it was only fitting that he pays homage to the history of his state. The first Six Flags theme park was created right here in a suburb of my hometown of Dallas-Fort Worth, in Arlington, Texas. 6. The frozen margarita machine was invented in Texas. Well, because it is thanks to Mariano that we have another one of my favorite drinks, the frozen margarita, making this one of my favorite facts about Texas. Drawing inspiration from the Slurpee machine used at 7-Eleven stores, Mariano came up with the idea of creating the world's first frozen margarita machine. Now, you can find this delicious treat all over the Lone Star State. Trust me, on a hot summer day, a frozen margarita is just what you need. Today, you can see his original machine on display at the Smithsonian Museum of American History. 7. Texas has its own power grid. It's true. There are 3 power grids in the United States, one for the western half of the country, one for the eastern half of the country, and one for Texas. This, of course, is attributed to the state's commitment to avoiding federal regulations. You see, by not crossing state lines while installing the power grid, Texas avoids being subject to federal law. I mean, we were an independent country at one time for a reason. 8. Texas is home to the deadliest natural disaster in history. One of the saddest facts about Texas is the fact that we are home to one of the deadliest natural disasters in history. In the year 1900, the Great Galveston Hurricane took the lives of between 6,000 and 12,000 people. With a storm surge of 8 to 15 feet, the entire town of Galveston was engulfed in water from the Gulf of Mexico, causing unsurmountable devastation. Today, visitors can learn all about this tragic event at the Pier 21 Theater in Galveston. While visiting Galveston, you can also discover some great places to eat in Galveston before relaxing on the beach. 9. The largest known bat colony in North America is in Texas. Just outside of San Antonio, Texas, you will find Bracken Cave, home to the largest known bat colony in North America. It is estimated that over 20 million Mexican free-tailed bats call this cave home from March to October. Although access to the cave is restricted, you can arrange to take an evening guided tour to watch the bats emerge. 10. Austin is home to the world's largest urban bat colony. Every summer night, tourists and locals make their way to the South Congress Bridge in downtown Austin to see the emerging of bats from the largest urban bat colony in the world. At any given time there are over 1.5 million bats that descend from the bridge to go out on their nightly feeding. 11. The fastest road in the United States is in Austin, Texas. In between Austin and San Antonio, you will find a country road, Highway 130, which is the fastest road in the United States. This road boasts a speed limit of 85 miles per hour. This is the perfect road to drive fast on and not get in trouble. 12. Texas Capitol Building is the largest state capitol building in the U.S. I mean, it isn't a contest or anything, but our Texas Capitol Building is the largest state capitol building in the United States. This beautiful building is made out of limestone and granite, allows with a marble statue on top called the Goddess of Liberty. Visitors to Austin have their choice of some of the best places to stay in Austin and then can choose to take a free 30-minute tour to learn more about the capital of Texas. 13. The Texas Capitol Building is 15 feet taller than the U.S. Capitol. Okay, maybe it is a competition. We do pride ourselves on the fact that everything is bigger in Texas. So it would only make sense that we live up to that saying. Making the fact that the Texas Capitol Building is 15 feet taller than the U.S. Capitol Building is one of the many fun facts about Texas. The U.S. Capitol Building in Washington, D.C., stands 288 feet tall, the Texas Capitol Building stands 308 feet tall. 14. Texas is the second most populous state in the United States. Second, to only California, Texas is the second most populous state in the United States. With a population of over 29 million people, Texas is home to over 10% of the population in the United States. 15. Texas is larger than any European country. This is one of my favorite facts about Texas to share when we make new friends in Europe. Most people don't really understand the scale of our great state. If you place Texas over Europe on a properly scaled map, you can easily see that you could actually fit several European countries into Texas. 16. Texas is twice the size of Germany. Like we said above, several European countries could fit into Texas. Specifically, Germany can fit in Texas twice. 17. Texas was once an independent nation. Texas is called the Lone Star State for a good reason. From the years 1836 to 1845, Texas was an independent nation, falling under the flag of the Republic of Texas. This period occurred during the time of Manifest Destiny, when American settlers came to this region and won their independence from Mexico during the Texas Revolution. Texans still take pride in this time period, especially in the famous Battle of the Alamo. You can visit the Alamo and the other missions in San Antonio if you are interested in learning more about the Texas Revolution. The independence of Texas is one of the many awesome facts about Texas that will enrich your visit to our state. 18. The Texas Rangers are the oldest statewide law enforcement agency. The Texas Rangers were originally founded in 1823 by Stephen F. Austin. This original group of 10 men was given the sole responsibility to protect the settlers that had come to make Texas their home. Today, the Texas Rangers still patrol our great state to ensure that there is safety for everyone. 19. Texas is honky tonk heaven. Now found throughout the southern part of the United States, the honky tonk bar actually originated in Texas. What exactly is a honky tonk? Well, it is an entertainment venue that features live music, a dance floor, and a bar area. 20. Texas is home to the world's largest honky-tonk. The world's largest honky-tonk, Billy Bob's Texas, can be found in our hometown, Fort Worth, and is listed as one of our free things to do in Fort Worth. Honestly, visiting a honky-tonk while in Texas is a unique experience that is truly so much fun. If you're reconsidering visiting Billy Bob's, be sure to check out their schedule of events. Note that if you visit when the concert is happening, there is a fee. 21. We love to say why all. I am sure this is actually one of the most well-known facts about Texas, but I had to include it. We love to say why all. Honestly, I don't even think about it. Why all is just part of my vocabulary when I am referring to two or more people. LOL. 22. We also love to drop the ending off of our words. This is something that you will notice throughout Texas. We love to drop the last letter from our words. Some common examples include fixin', comin', dancin', and singin'. I don't know if we are just lazy or if this is just our Texas dialect, but we do it all the time. 23. There is a ranch in Texas larger than Rhode Island. It's true. King Ranch, located in Kingsville, is larger than the state of Rhode Island. Spreading over 825,000 acres of land, King Ranch spans over 6 different counties. Compare this to the state of Rhode Island, coming in at just under 777,000 acres, and King Ranch has it beat. King Ranch is home to over 35,000 heads of cattle and over 200 American quarter horses. King Ranch is such an important part of Texas history that it was designated a National Historic Landmark in 1961. 24. One of our towns changed its names to get free dish service. One of the most quirky facts about Texas is the small town that changed its name so that all of its residents would receive Dish television service from Dish Network. This small town located in Denton County consists of just 200 residents, all of which get free Dish Network television. 25. Austin is the live music capital of the world. The Texas state capital, Austin, boasts many great things to do. One of which is a lively music scene. In Austin, you can find everything from country and western to grunge and pop. The city holds the title of live music capital of the world due to the fact that it has the most live music venues per capita in the nation, boasting more than 250 concert venues. 26. The hamburger was invented in Texas. So I haven't been able to 100% validate this fact about Texas, but supposedly the hamburger that we all know and love was invented in Athens, Texas. Whether or not it is true is up for debate. I do know this though, you can find some amazing hamburgers here in our state, so enjoy one while visiting. 27. Whole Food Market and 7-Eleven originated in Texas. That's right, you can thank the great state of Texas for Whole Foods Market and 7-Eleven. You can find these popular stores all over the United States, but both found their start right here in Texas. 7-Eleven began in Dallas in 1927, while Whole Foods began in Austin in 1980. 28. Texas State Fair is the largest fair in the United States. Again, everything is bigger in Texas, so of course, our state fair has to be also. The Texas State Fair is not only the largest state fair in the United States, it is also the longest running since it was established in 1886. Running for 24 days from the end of September through October every year, the Texas State Fair will have you eating your weight in fried food before taking a ride on one of the many amusement rides. You'll know you're in the right place when you are greeted by Big Tex, the mascot of the fair and an iconic symbol in the state of Texas. 29. We have our own version of Mexican food, Tex-Mex. Texans have their own version of Mexican food, Tex-Mex, and it is delicious. If you're revisiting Texas and we say, we want to go eat Mexican food, I guarantee you we are referring to Tex-Mex. What exactly is Tex-Mex? Well, Tex-Mex is a fusion of Mexican, Tejano, and American food styles. Growing up in Texas, I associate Tex-Mex with fajitas, cheese-covered enchiladas, breakfast tacos, and of course yellow cheese queso. You absolutely have to try Tex-Mex while you revisiting Texas. 30. There is a team of gardeners that ensure we have bluebonnets. One of my favorite thing about spring in Texas is the emergence of our Texas state flower, the bluebonnet. Each year, this sea of beautiful blue wildflowers grace not only the country's hillsides but also are all down the sides of our Texas highways. To ensure that the bluebonnets make an appearance, the Texas Department of Transportation actually employs a team of gardeners to help spread over 30,000 pounds of wildflower seeds. Visiting Texas during the spring is highly recommended to see these Texas beauties. 31. Two presidents of the United States were born in Texas. Both Lyndon B. Johnson and Dwight Eisenhower were born here in Texas. Matter of fact, you can tour the LBJ Ranch while you are visiting Fredericksburg, Texas, and see the Texas White House. 32. Texas is home to 3 of the United States' largest cities. Texas is home to 3 of the United States' largest cities. Dallas, Austin, and San Antonio all made the top 10 of the list of the largest cities in the U.S. 33. There are over 13 million cows in Texas. With all of the available land in Texas, we had to put it to good use, so why not allow cows to enjoy it, right? There are several breeds of cattle that call Texas home, including our famous Texas Longhorns, Beefmasters, and Santa Gertrudis. 34. Football is a religion in Texas. Fall in Texas means football, and boy do we take it seriously. Friday nights come alive at high schools across the state as the Friday Night Lights bring fans from far and wide to root on their home team. It isn't just high school football that we love. Texans are devoted football fans through and through. 35. There is a dialect of German only spoken in Texas. A large portion of the Texas Hill Country was settled by German immigrants in the early 1900s. During this time of settlement, these immigrants developed a unique dialect of the German language that you still hear spoken today. 36. Texas is home to an alien gravesite. It was reported that on April 17, 1897, a UFO crashed near a farm in Aurora, Texas. The crash supposedly resulted in the fatality of the alien inside the UFO, and the result was a burial for the alien's body in an unmarked grave in a local cemetery. Now, I don't know if this is true, but we claim it anyway. 37. Texas is home to an Eiffel Tower. In the town of Paris, Texas, you will find an Eiffel Tower unlike any other in the world. Why? Well, this Eiffel Tower, which stands 65 foot tall, wears a huge red cowboy hat. 38. Don't mess with Texas is for real. The Don't Mess with Texas slogan originated as an anti-litter campaign. It has since been used on so many different things. Some people say that you really don't mess with Texas because of the history of independence here. 39. Texas is home to the only city in the world named Earth. It's true, Texas has a city named Earth, and this is the only one on the planet Earth. This small town in West Texas had a little over 1,000 residents as of the 2010 census, so it definitely isn't as big as Earth. 40. We are a leader in Fortune 500 companies. Here is one of the facts about Texas that proves that we are more than just land and cattle. Texas is second in the United States when it comes to being the home base to Fortune 500 companies. Texas is home to over 50 Fortune 500 companies, including AT&T, American Airlines, Keller-Williams, and Dell Computers. 41. Texas is the largest state of the continual U.S. states. We have already told you several times that Texas is big, but did you realize that Texas is the largest state of the continual U.S. states? Texas is second in size to only Alaska when it comes to all of the United States. 42. We love our sports teams. One of the other well-known facts about Texas is that we love our sports teams. Whether it is baseball, basketball, football, or hockey, we love our sports teams here in Texas. We love them so much that we have 10 major league sports teams here in our great state. 43. Texas is the only U.S. state to enter by treaty. Of course, Texas had to show its independence before coming to part the United States. Texas was the only state to enter into the U.S. by treaty. All other states in the United States were acquired through annexation. 44. Texas has a haunted highway. Ghost hunters will love this fact about Texas. Take a drive on Highway 281 between Wimberley and Blanco on the stretch of road known as the Devil's Backbone to experience this haunted highway. Even if you don't experience a ghostly encounter, it is a beautiful stretch of highway. 45. Texas averages over 100 tornadoes a year. Now this probably isn't one of the facts about Texas that we should be advertising, but it is important to know before you visit Texas. The Lone Star State averages over 100 tornadoes a year. 46. The designer of the Texas flag is unknown. Our flag, red, white, and blue with a single lone star, is an iconic symbol of Texas. The flag dates back to the days of the early republic and was adopted in 1839. It is thought to have been designed by Senator William H. Wharton, but no one really knows for sure. 47. Nothing beats our ice cream. Now I know that this is a bold statement, especially since I loved eating gelato in Venice, but truly nothing beats our ice cream. By ice cream, I am officially referring to Texas-made Blue Bell ice cream. No one does ice cream like Blue Bell. Made right here in Branham, Texas using only the freshest ingredients, Blue Bell is the best ice cream in the country. 48. We take our barbecue seriously. Although barbecue was not invented in Texas, we take it seriously and pride ourselves on having the best in the U.S. Now, while this is a highly controversial statement, there are many Texans that would go toe-to-toe to prove it. Whether you agree that Texas has the best barbecue or not is up to you. Give it a try and see what you think. 49. By barbecue, we mean beef. Whether you agree or not with the belief that Texas has the best barbecue, one thing is for sure here: when we say barbecue, we mean beef. Don't come to Texas and get pork or chicken. If you want to experience true Texas barbecue, then you better order beef. 50. It's hot in Texas. It is hot, hot, hot in Texas in the summer. Trust me, you will be thankful that we have air conditioning everywhere. When you can't find air conditioning or you just want to be outside for a while, then find one of the many swimming holes in Texas like the ones in Wimberley to cool off in. Just like the ones in Wimberley to cool off in. Just like the ones in Wimberley to cool off in. Just like the If you liked this video, please hit the like button. If you want to see more videos, hit the subscribe button. And if you have something to say, please leave a comment. Thanks for watching this video.